po. Kung bago ka lang po sa aking video, why not na mag-subscribe ka na po. At don't forget to click the bell button down below na rin para ma-notify ka kung meron tayong mga bagong video. But anyway guys, this video that I will be sharing with you guys is for all those who have planned or planning to apply the tourist visa to UK. So I have a part 1, I will making a part 1, part 2, and part 3 for this video. Kasi I have 3 experiences while I have applied my tourist UK visa. So anyway guys, I will share with you now is about the part 1 of this video. But hopefully, aabangan nyo din yung part 2 and part 3 niya kasi magkakaiba yung naging experience ko sa pag-a-apply ko ng visa. So don't mind, hopefully you can hear my voice. Don't mind about what the water sounds. Just because I am here outside where the turtle tank is just behind of the camera. So, but anyway guys, this is the right place for me to sit and talk this experience that I've been through for applying my tourist UK visa. So the first step, of course, casually that I have done is I did my research, and also my boyfriend did his research how we could able to do this, and of course my employer helped me to prepare with all the documents that I needed to provide. So the first step I went through after gathering all the information or the documents that I needed to apply for my tourist UK visa, I went to UK website and find this tourist form online. So you needed to fill up a form through online. So that's what I did. I filled up some form, and then all those details that I get into those documents onto those form actually is just details of your flight, and of course your name, passport, reason why you are going to UK. There is some as well, some questions regarding about if you have any denied visa before, you needed to state that as well, because that is also one of the issue why there's something I get a problem after that. So but anyway, I filled up all the form. It get all these details. So, and of course you needed to there is some certain questions regarding about your job, if you are supporting any one of your family, or I think I just needed to get that form, guys. Just give me a second. Okay guys, I'm back. Of course I got the documents, or you could able to see. Yes. If you are going to their website, you could find this form, UK visa and immigration form that you are going to fill up. Of course, there is some certain that you will needed to type in your name that was stated or write down similar to your passport, of course, and then your passport number, your nationality, birth, date of birth, of course your gender, that is really important as well, and the date, of course, of your application, what type of application you are applying for or you need. So it's just because I will just going to UK as a visitor, so I am applying for my as a visitor visa. So it is a standard, and the visa actually extend about 6 months. If you granted a visa, of course, the visitor visa, it takes long. It takes about like a 15 days when you are applying, and then the cost of this visa, because I was applied here in Singapore, it cost me 168 SGD. And of course, you needed to put in or type in your email address where they could able to communicate with you. And you needed to state it as well, your travel information, what is your main purpose while you are going, or what is the main reason why you are visiting to UK. And of course they will ask you to give the details, what are those purposes why you are going to UK, and the details of your flight or your travel information. You needed to state that as well. It is also very, very important, guys, that you have booked your air ticket already. So before you were applying a visa, you need to make it sure that you have already booked an air ticket. And of course, there is some questions also. What is your relationship status? Of course, it's for me because I am a widow. I put a widow. And the nationality, country of nationality, country of birth, place of birth, date of birth, of course, your address, where you your what you call where you live, the address where you live. It is not that your address, if you are in the other country, then you needed to put the address where you are staying. And then they were also asking how long you've been staying to that address. And also they were asking about what type of they were asking about the ownership of the house where you live. Of course, if you are like an OFW just like me, and my work is a domestic helper, so I am working here in Singapore as the domestic helper, so I am living or staying to my employer's house. So all the details onto this house I was put in, the address, how long I've been staying into this house, how long I've been employed to this family, and of course I provided my contact numbers. And what else? And also they will ask some other addresses where you the past 10 years were you living before. But because I was in the Philippines, I needed to put my address in the Philippines. And of course also passport details, of course your passport number, and also where it was issued. And yes, all the details of your passport, of course, when it was issued, when was the expiration, because they needed to know about the expiration of your passport. So it's everything in there. You needed to state that all those information. And also dependent details. That was I've already mentioned about. If you are supporting someone in the Philippines, just like I do, I am supporting my 2 children, of course. So I put their names and the birthdays, their address in the Philippines. That's what I was put on this. But it depends. You're just going through with this form, guys. But in this form, I am just telling you what I have filled up into this form, so you could have any idea. And then of course they ask also my parents' details. And then they have asked if I am employed. That of course I am employed. Since when and how long I've been employed, and who is my employer. So I needed to put also my employer's name, the address, what type of or what job title I have. So I am a domestic helper. They also ask how much my salary, and of course they will ask you to describe your job. So you needed to describe your job, what is your duties, what are you doing into this job. And also they will ask if you have worked some other job as well before. You needed to put all those details. and also they're asking you about the income and expenditure. So do you have any other income or any savings? That's what they were asked. And then of course I have a savings in the Philippines, but I did not declaim I did not included that bank account because I am using that OFW saving account. So I don't have any access here in Singapore. So I just put it that I do not have any other income or savings. So how much money are you planning to spend on your visit to the UK? So of course, it's up to you guys how much you are planning to spend or how much money you could have when you are going to UK. And then, will anyone paying towards the cost of your visit? So of course, there you go again, guys. I have my sponsor and I have my boyfriend. So he was the one who will be paying all the costs of my visit to UK. So that will be, in my part, I would say it easy. But of course, if you are paying it on your own, that will be a little bit of cost a lot of money. And of course, when you have any sponsor, then you will say yes. And if you don't have, then you will say no. And if you have the sponsor, you needed to put also the details, his name, his address, and of course you needed to know how much he will spend for your staying there, how much money he could be able to pay for it. And then they were asking also why this person's helping you to go to your visit. And of course you needed to tell at the time, you needed to tell what is the reason why he was helping you. Of course, because he is my boyfriend, of course I needed to tell that because he is my boyfriend. And they were also asking if you have any family in the UK, and I don't have. So I said no. Accommodation details, so you needed to, if you have any accommodation details, of course you needed to provide the address, the owner of the house, where you were living. But if you don't have, if you will be staying into the hotel, then you needed to provide the book details. If you book a hotel, then you needed to provide also including the book details of that hotel where you going to stay, because that is really important, guys. And then they will ask when you will be arriving to UK and when will you leaving to UK. So that's the reason why you needed to have a two-way ticket, guys, because UK are very strict. They are so strict for about getting all or for approving your visa. If they would see something or there's something that they are not satisfied about, they get easily refuse your visas. That's why it's so important, guys. And of course your travel history. This is the time now that they ask about your travel history. If you went to some other country before that you have any visa, then you needed to put details, everything into that form, guys. And then it's just because I have a refusal visa before, and that was in Norway. I was stated that as well into this document. It is very important, guys, that you needed to being honest if you have any refuse visa before, because they will see it. Even it is not a UK from the other country, if you experience that your visa was refused, it's better, guys, that you needed to be honest and tell what was happened, what was the reason why you refused to this visa or to this country. So it is very important, guys. Don't lie, because they will find out. I am telling you. So this is very important for you guys. If you are planning to go or to applying a visa, and they will ask if you have any refusal visa before, then you needed to be honest. Tell it. They will find it. It is important, guys. I'm telling you. And then of course, you needed to tell what was the reason. And yeah, I think that's all those forms that they will ask you. So I was gathered all those documents, and the standard the length of your visa is 6 months. So a standard visa service. So that's all about this application, guys, for this tourist visa. So I was provided this. I was filled up this form through online, and also I paid. After I was paid my application, I get directly to VFS here in Singapore, and so it was get the schedule or appointment for my biometric to this VFS. So that's what I did. But before that, guys, before I was scheduled or appointment my biometric, I was provided or gathering all the documents that I need. So you guys needed to listen for these documents. I know that this video is quite long, but hopefully for my part 2 and part 3 will be lesser. But if you would like to know all these details, just keep watching, guys, because if you really, this is my experience. This is my own experience, and I am not a professional immigration personnel. This is my own experience. So I just sharing you guys what exactly I have experienced. So the documents that I was provided was bank statements of my boyfriend, his job details, and of course you needed to get all those contract, guys. You needed to have a copy with all those contract of your sponsor, and then a proof of the property that he owned, the house where you will be staying, a letter from my employer, my passport. What else? I was submitted also the death certificate of my husband, my children's birth certificate. I was submitted as well that. What else? My boyfriend passport, I was also submitted that. And what else that I was submitted? The proof that I know that person, I know my boyfriend. So I was submitted all our chat, how we met, when we the day where I met, chat, video call, pictures together. I also submitted that, guys, because it's really important that you can prove if your sponsor is your boyfriend. That is really, really important that you could prove that you have a communication, that you have seen each other before. And then what else that I submitted? I think that's it, guys, that I was submitted. So it's just because all those documents in VFS website also, they were asking you to scan into the website as well with all those documents. But if you will if they will be the one who will be scanning your documents, you needed to pay like how much, $25. But because I am kuripot, I did it myself. Yes, I did it myself, guys. I was scanned. I used my employer's scanner to scan all my documents, and I was being so confident when I went to do my biometric, because I know that all my documents was scanned. So it's also my employer's help, because she helped me also to scan all those documents that I have. But unfortunately, when I went there to VFS, they also saw onto the website that I have those documents scanned into the website. So, but just in case, I brought also all those documents with me. But they said, oh, all these documents was already in here. So yes, I was so confident. I took my thumbprint, take my pictures, and they said yes, it's done. So you can just wait for 15 days. You will receive maybe like a phone call interview. So I went back. After 4 days, I received an email from VAC, like a Visa Application Center in Manila. I received an email from them that they said, we already we received your documents, and now it's ready to forwarded to VFS. So it's now ready. So I was surprised because it's only 4 days. It was only 4 days, guys. So I was really surprised. I feel something different when I received that email. So I said, okay. But because I did not organize or pay to be a parcel that they could deliver my documents back, so I went to VFA office and pick up that documents when I received an email from them that my documents are ready to pick up. So I went there, and they gave me like a A4 envelope. So I was open that envelope. My passport is in there, and then a letter. So I was I feel something really different when I received that letter. I did not open that letter until I get back home. I did not even open my passport if there's something on it, because they said if your visa was approved, they will put into your passport. But I did not open that letter and my passport until I get back home. So when I get back home, guys, I was open my passport and I didn't see anything. So that means my tourist visa was refused. It was refused, yes. So the reason why my visa was refused is just because they said I did not provide my bank statement, and also I put the amount of my salary, but I don't have any proof that I am getting that salary. I did not put my payment slip for every month. So that is also the reason why my visa was refused, guys. So it's really, really important for you guys that you needed to have your bank detail, bank statements. If you have, please provide that. And also, if you are employed, you needed to prove as well that you are getting that salary that you are stated into your form. So I was stated my salary, but I did not included my pay slip to my documents. So that is the reason why I refused. But anyway, guys, that was being so sad and shocked for me because that was my second refusal visa. The first one was in Norway. But anyway, that Norway was already done. But on the first time that I was applied to UK, it was really upsetting me because that was my first time and I was being so confident when I get through all my documents and scanning all these documents. Especially I was also did my research, and also my employers also helped me to prepare with all these documents to make it sure everything will be fine. But anyway, guys, that was my first part of this UK visa experience that I have. So you guys needed to watch for the part 2 and part 3 because there is some certain difference experience that I've been through for this. I'll be honest with you guys, I was refused twice for UK visa, and the third I was already granted. So but in this certain application, guys, have a different experiences. So you guys needed to watch the part 1, part 2, and part 3 for this application, UK application visa. So if you have any friends, guys, that are planning to apply to UK, a tourist UK visa, or relatives, friends, or whoever are they, guys, for you, you needed to share this video so they will get any information from this as well. And hopefully I have explained this video clearly, though I am struggling a little bit to speak in English, guys, and I'm sorry, and I'm just hoping that you guys understand, because I should speaking Tagalog, but unfortunately I have some friends who are also speaking in English, so I did all my very best to explain it in English. So hopefully I did manage to explain it details by details, so you guys needed to wait for the part 2 and part 3 for this application. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel, of course, and don't forget to click the notification bell button para ma-notify kayo or notify you whenever I have a new video. So aabangan you guys, or wait for the part 2 and part 3 for this video. I've been sitting into this chair, it's just because it's been Christmas and red. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until my next video for this part 2 and part 3 for this video. Thank you so much, guys, and advance Merry Christmas to all of you. Bye for now. I love you, and advance Merry Christmas.